All right, everyone, it's no secret that the Jake Paul, welcome back, please like, share, and subscribe. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson was a fake fight. I don't think Jake's going to actually admit to it. I just think we all know it was scripted. And Abu Dhabi sheik over there, that's a multi-billionaire in charge of the entertainment industry, he wants Abu Dhabi to be that. He does not, no longer wants the United States to be the king of high-powered sports stuff. He wants everyone to come to Abu Dhabi, gamble, spend money on cars, jewelry, right? The commerce that goes on in Abu Dhabi, right? And maybe the people who have big bucks will buy real estate there, start businesses. Smart move, right? Create your own climate, control it, have the most fantastic women, gaming, entertainment, and sports exhibitions or fights to put on that the world has ever seen. Hence I said to Meineke Marketing, and I'm not poking at them at all, is that sports brings customers, sports brings money. Truth. Who's your customer? So for the Abu Dhabi guy, right, he's saying he loves boxing. He wants Mike Tyson to fight Jake Paul for $700 million. That is enough of a purse to make you want to kill somebody, right? $700 million. You're less likely to throw a fight at $700 million. Well, he threw a fight for $25 million.
Who?
Mike.
Yeah.
You know, the fake Jake and Mike. Business, right? And I think Abu Dhabi knows that there's going to be some lawsuits coming because that was a rigged fight and people lost a lot of money gambling. So you put a blemish on gambling, right? Because you want people to gamble. A lot of big people are pissed off about this.
Yeah, for sure. They need
And then
to
now you don't want your entertainers, your entertainment industry to suffer saying, yeah, well, the last time they put something on, it was fake. So now I'm not going to bet. And now I'm not even going to watch it. So now he's going to try and grab this by the balls and say, hey, let's get Mike and Jake signed up here. And Mike's got to knock him out within 3 minutes. I mean, that's enough for you to...
Oh, he wants them to fight again?
Yes. But in Abu Dhabi, knowing that this is a money maker for them. Money maker.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I was listening to
All the big boxing matches. I mean, you just seen Supercross go to Abu Dhabi. What does that tell you?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think those guys got for being in Abu Dhabi? Big coin, big money. The sports industry, sports business brings customers with money, brings customers with consumable and expendable incomes. Fly to Abu Dhabi, stay in Prince Sheikh whoever's house where he has a Lamborghini in his living room just chilling and he doesn't even drive it. He hasn't done the one in the driveway that he drives. Like, that's what kind of coin we're talking. Billionaires, right? Sports brings customers. Sports personalities bring customers. They buy those faces, they buy those voices, and the customers buy them, right? So just like Tyson, right? Tyson got bought by Jake Paul, and the Prince. I don't think he's a prince. I say the same thing. I do believe that Mike Tyson could do it in 3 minutes.
He kept chomping on that glove because he just wanted to knock him out.
Yeah, the chomp on the glove wasn't, I do that sometimes. The chomp on the glove is like, I think Mike said, that's a sign that says, hey dude, I don't have anything left in the tank. There was some kind of code there. I've never seen Mike Tyson ever bite his glove, ever.
And he did it a lot.
He did it a lot. Or he was just doing it out of sheer frustration that he can't
That's what I
throw.
said.
You know, at one point I seen Mike crying in there because I truly believe he really wanted to fight and he knew that what he was doing was wrong.
He was making a fool of himself.
Yeah, it was wrong.
Because he still has a lot of oomph left in him, and he could have knocked him out.
And his training videos versus the ring are complete opposite of what it is. And when you're that old, right, you have more bad days than good days, meaning physical, right?
Yeah.
And mental. As you get older, like wow, just this week I don't have it, and then this week I got it. So it could be something like that too, that You know, his knee was bothering him. You know,
He's such an icon that
the
he knew.
the mindset of what he was doing was getting to him. Where Jake's been screwing the public over forever and ever and ever. It's a paycheck to Jake. It's his job, is to fake and lie and deceit and contract
Because everything
and
is
worm.
involved in his boss.
Right. But if the Prince gets involved, Prince is going to we'd hope that this doesn't turn into another wrestling script joke. And then hopefully someone, you know, forces Jake in the corner and says, now you're going to fight. If you want to be in and be a boxer, you have to fight 3 top level ranking guys within the next 6 months. And if you do not, we don't recognize you as anything as a professional boxer. And no scripts, no contracts go unread unless the Boxing Association reads them and sees that this is not a scam, right? So they should say, hey, if you're going to have a contract, we need to read it. We need our attorneys to look at it and say, because you're such a slime ball, Jake, we don't trust you.
Yeah.
And performance testing PEDs, yeah, you'll be tested the week of, the week after, the week before, the night before, the day before. And hey, while you're in the middle of the ring, pee in this cup real quick so we can check to see if there's any PEDs in your system, because that's how much of a scum you are. But I don't know if it's fake news or bullshit news, but I don't know. I mean, we're going to see what's going to happen. But $700 million, I would definitely train my behind off, make sure that I am as ready as I can go. And when you're near 60, I really just don't think you're going to have much more than 3 or 6 minutes to go all out. And I think he can do it in 3 minutes, based on what I saw. Look at this. Oh, he's got a motocross track in his backyard.
That's
I would love that in my backyard.
We never noticed
You might
that.
see one of these Amish guys show up to Supercross or motocross.
That's not Amish.
All right, so that's the news there. I don't know how soon they're going to put it together. In my opinion, is Jake did not look like he was physically trained for that fight. Mike looked really good, physique-wise, but I'm sure the mental part of what was going on in the background, on top of his limitations for being an older male man or older male woman, doesn't matter. It's up you're near 60. You probably have more bad days than you have good days, physically and mentally. So I think he can do it. $700 million is even when you're a multi-millionaire, is an extreme life-changing event still at his level.
Yeah.
Like, that's money forever. And he won't last forever, as much as we love him. So, Abu Dhabi wants to be known as the best entertainment country in the world, and they can do it. They got the money. And they're attracting the right customers, that's for sure. And you know, if you know they're coming, they're buying jewelry, they're buying cars, they're buying, I guarantee they're buying prostitution. There ain't no doubt about that. They're buying liquor, they're buying clothes, they're buying real estate. So, and probably the gambling. So if they can spend $700 million, they already know the formula for Abu Dhabi. If they're going to spend, we're just going to say $100 million right on this event, what do you think they're going to get back in gambling and everything else?
A lot.
Absolutely. If they're going to spend $100 million on this event, right, and it's probably going to take every bit of that with promoting, employees, fees, on and on and on, it's going to pay back probably $300 million, if not more. I mean, I don't even know what kind of money they made on the gambling side of it, but these gambling, just like the lottery, that is big business beyond, and it's run by the state. They're the gangsters too. Gangsters. State-ran lotteries that you can't run yourself. That's your new mafioso right there. And you can gamble from your phone. You can gamble from your laptop. You can gamble from your tablet. You could gamble in your sleep. So if Abu Dhabi is ready to put $100 million on the line, think about the returns that's going to bring them. The returns to the customers coming back to Abu Dhabi for the best entertainment of their life, the best environment, the best gaming, the best entertainment and jewelry stores and on and on and on. Keep those high profile, disposable income customers coming back, right? But if you piss on the sport, no one's going to come back. And that's what Jake's doing to it.
He's making it a show.
He's turning it into the wrestling show. And that's not what it is. And if Jake wants to have his own boxing show, then he could. I'm sure there's plenty of people that just don't call it boxing. Just call it, just call it a show. Like, just like when you go to the show and you watch people act, right? That's what it is. These are paid actors, and this is what you're going to get. I wanted to just put on a show. You did put on a show. Put on a show in the wrong environment.
You could tell he was live, like on his.
Yeah.
Logan was filming it. And...
Yeah, because like, hey, let's just turn this into WWE, even though his brother sucks at wrestling. He's like a puppet in that ring, next to Ric Flair. Even though Ric Flair was, and Hulk Hogan, all those guys. That's physical. Don't get me wrong, but it's scripted. All scripted, but very physical. People want to see war, like just back in the ancient times. What is that show that you like to watch? That you said that you want to say that you said it's not as good as what it was. Where they fight in the arena, like in old days, right? When they went out there and they beheaded people and they had axes and they went out there and fought to the death. You're not seeing that.
Oh, gladiator.
Like gladiator stuff. Like back in the day, that was legit. They put gladiators in that arena, and they fought to the death.
I said the new one is not.
It's not. It's not. It's a show. But what I'm saying is, those shows back in the day were real. And when we see a fight, we don't want to see a scripted fight. We don't want to see a fake fight. We don't want to see cheating. We want to see a fight, and then we want to have a fair leverage of gambling and saying, man, I don't want to.
This is where the meeting is.
I don't want to gamble on these fights anymore, because if Jake Paul's involved, I'm surely going to get screwed.
I've been telling.
And you don't want Mike Tyson to have that blemish on him, because he's still going to be around for a few more years, and he is a face that is brandable. It is a face that sells products. It's a name that sells, like the George Foreman grill. Our shortcomings for marketing, where we had George Foreman and we don't have a George Foreman look-alike or whatever, right? There's many Mike Tysons. They're just not Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
Larry Holmes, George Foreman, a bunch of things. Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa was all show and faked and scripted, but everyone loved it.
I've been saying it.
And that's why, and that's where Jake Paul came up with that part, was he watched the Rocky movie where Rocky owned a restaurant and told stories about him fighting, and then he went and fought in the ring and lost, although he still won. Mm-hmm. But that is how Jake Paul came up with that, and I believe that 100%.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
He watched the Rocky movie and said, well, I want to do that. I want to call out the best guy in the world, and I'm the up-and-coming guy. That's where Jake Paul got to. He's not original. That was not original content. That was borrowed from Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone. He is the Philadelphia Dream of fake fighting, scripted fighting. But it was entertainment, and we all knew that. All right, we're winding up close to our spot, hence our images of horse and buggies and fresh horse manure in the road. Today I'm gonna kill it. I am gonna double time moving material, and we're gonna get more gold than we got last night. I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Thanks for watching.